Three members of the society are heading back to number 18 Grosvenor Square after losing a couple of weeks of their life to a strange time-related incident. And heading back with them is this young, blonde-haired woman who you were introduced to as Justine, the maid for the Meadows family who lived around the corner from Matthew's house. And she appears to be the same young German woman who bought the second of one or two red glass pyramids that seem to be at the heart of this puzzle. You currently have this chipped red glass pyramid in your possession. And previously, Justine had the other one, although she doesn't seem to have it at the moment. It's gone. Yeah, as you approach up to the society, I'll leave the manner of your approach and what you're doing with Justine and how you're questioning her up to you. She looks nervous.
Well, well, we don't have her in chains. I mean, she is walking with us, but we should probably arrange ourselves such that if she does try to make a bolt for it at the last second, it would be difficult.
Well, I don't think she'll try to make a run for it. She tried earlier, but now she knows we're not trying to harm her as such. We're just trying to get answers. So.
She looks nervous as you approach the tall townhouse that houses the London Esoteric Society. Nervous, but also curious. Like, she's looking up at the building almost as though not as though she knows it, but as though this is not necessarily the first time she's seeing it.
Have you ever been here before?
No, but I've heard a lot about it.
Good or bad?
A mixture.
That sounds about right.
You're quite famous in certain circles.
Well, which circles would those be?
Not you personally, but your organization. Probably not a conversation for the
to be had outside. Agreed. So, shall we go in?
We'll just walk up to the front door, I'm guessing.
Knocking or opening it with a key?
Well, I mean, if we just open it ourselves, we're depriving James of his very valuable job. So we'll ring the knock. We'll hit the knock.
You hear footsteps. Coming! You're alive! Welcome back.
Apparently, yes.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Come in. You're all back.
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness.
There's a strange matter of lost time.
Yes. I was beginning to worry it was just Miss Ward that had come back.
At least she came back. We were worried that she hadn't. The dinner party did not go to plan.
Not at all.
I gathered as much. Miss Ward came back 3 days ago.
3 days ago. Interesting. Okay.
Asking if you were here, if anyone had been by. Yeah, she seemed very concerned.
Did you collect Mr. White's car?
No, it's round the back. Miss Ward brought the car back.
Ah.
Yeah, she seemed. We're working on buffing the scratches out.
Scratches?
She's probably not the best of drivers, I suspect.
It is. She said the first time she'd ever driven a car.
Yeah.
What seems to be her demeanor these days? Does she seem at all different?
Well, she seemed a little odd. I mean, odd, but I mean, he closes the door to the street and sort of drops his voice. I was worried that she might have done something. I didn't really know who to go to or who to ask if she'd, you.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
It was
so we
a
were.
rather strange thing. I'm not sure whether you want the full story, but
I don't think she's the one at fault for that happening.
not at all.
No,
It was,
she's out. She's out at the moment. She said she was going to the library to look for some books. She's been quite flustered these last few days. Spent a lot of time in the library here, and keeps running back and forth looking for books and all sorts of things.
We need to find out her story, because the last thing we know, we left to investigate what was going on in the cellar at where we were at the dinner party, and when we came back, 2 weeks had passed.
Yeah. Sorry for leaving you in the lurch, not knowing where we were, but we were out of time.
We had no idea time was traveling as quickly as it was.
I mean, we saw the
Oh yeah,
little thingies on the clock, but
we had no control over that. It's a bit of a strange thing. Oh, this is Justine as well.
James.
Yeah,
Mr. Albanathi.
yeah.
Hathaway. I'm getting my surname mixed up.
I was going to
Oh no,
say.
this as well. Hathaway. Albanathi's the lawyer. Hathaway is the butler.
But we're trying to get to the bottom of this case.
Shall I get some tea sorted or
Probably
something stronger?
tea fixes everything. Tea
Yes,
fixes
it does indeed. Yes, please, James.
Yeah, I'll go tell Agnes that you're back. She was.
I'm sure she'll be happy.
She was disappointed with your sudden disappearance.
She probably wanted it to last longer.
I'll go get some tea put on for you, sir.
Okay. And we'll just head to probably the reception room. I'm guessing that's probably the best place.
Yeah, you see Justine sort of staring around at the place, taking in the furnishings, taking in the whole house.
I'd be watching her as a detective. I'd be watching her very closely to see if she makes any recognizing anything,
Or tries to steal the silverware.
Yeah, appraising things.
Yeah, give me a psychology roll as you'll watch her, Nigel. See if you pick up on anything in her demeanor.
No.
No. It's hard to tell what she's thinking. Yeah, you head through to the parlour with Justine.
Well, this whole thing was a bit confusing.
Yes, I don't know exactly what it was that the man, Mr. Matthews.
Yes.
I don't know what it was he did at the house, and I don't know why. I think it's my fault that it took the Meadows family.
How so?
How do you think that happened?
I had the other pyramid in their house.
Yeah, so you said.
And I think that something to do with that is why it took them. I think.
Well, I don't believe it's your fault. I believe it's the fault of the person who did this ritual with the other pyramid. They did something, and it could be there was a link that you didn't know about between the two, and that's caused this effect. I've had a bit of a flashback type strange moment, like I could see for a moment what had happened with the pyramid that we found, and I saw the gentleman doing a ritual calling to something to effectively bind or trap some people somewhere. I think he meant us to keep us trapped in the house in a time loop, which is what we seem to be in. But as to the motivation for that, I don't know.
Strange man.
Yeah, very. It doesn't make any sense why he'd want us to be trapped there with him. He was trapped as well.
Going back to your acquisition of the pyramid, what occasioned you to go to Unconsidered Trifles to get it? I mean, did someone ask you to go?
No, I knew that Matthews had been to the shop. And I didn't know why he'd gone, whether he'd gone to sell something or to buy something. So I asked some questions. I asked the maid servants at the Matthews house if they knew what he had bought from Abner Wick. And then when I went to the shop to talk to Mr. Wick, I saw there was another pyramid, a second one. And I was curious. I thought maybe it had something to do with the one that Matthews had bought, so I bought it myself, and I was trying to work out what it was. It's something, but it's not anything I have read about.
We'll probably have to look into it ourselves to try and work out what it is. But
Yeah, you have it. Yes.
we have the one that Matthews had.
Did you find the one that was at the Meadows house? Or is it gone?
It's gone. When the Meadows went, it went too. I think it took them. Wherever it took them.
Well, this one will
And
probably
it's my
have to
fault
be
if
locked
I
up.
hadn't gone to the Meadows house, and if I hadn't brought the pyramid there, I don't think it would have happened to them. They were just innocents. They are outsiders. I should not have involved them.
But I'm curious, why were you interested in Mr. Matthews at all and what he was buying?
He was in Paris.
He did mention Paris, actually.
And he was, before that, he was in Vienna. And when he was there, he broke into our house. Well, my stepfather's house. And he was looking for something, or he was trying to steal something. I don't know. He didn't take anything, but he went through the library. And we were worried, so I went to Paris, and he was asking around. He was asking a lot of the wrong people the wrong questions. And so I followed him to London. And I was curious. He was so close to the house where things happened before, and they were looking for a maid. It seemed like fate or destiny or something, so I took the job there.
Oh, it seems, I was just thinking that it seems odd that on a maid's salary you were able to travel so widely. And that you say you took the job as a maid. What were you previous?
This is my first job as a maid.
Yes.
Which brings it very hard.
Yes, that's true. But that does bring into question, how are you able to afford this?
My family has some money. My stepfather is an ambassador. He works at the embassy in Vienna.
Okay, that does explain the money, but they let you go traveling by yourself?
They know where I am.
Okay.
They know I went to Paris. They know I was looking for Matthews. And I need to finish the job. I need to find out what he was doing. I need to work out where he was going.
So, would it bother you to tell us what your name is other than Justine?
Justina Kirsch. Or Justine, if that's easier for you.
Well, I mean, it's
easy to pronounce.
Yes.
It's spelled the same.
I'll defer to Avery on that one.
But we are also trying to find out what this Matthews was up to.
Has he been seen after the dinner party?
He packed up the house. I think maybe he has returned to Paris, but I did not have the money for The money I brought with me to London has run out.
Run out. Mm.
Yes, I had enough money originally to go to Paris and to do stuff in Paris, and then the boat to England was expensive, and then I spent a lot of money on a shiny red glass pyramid. Now
How
I
much
did
did
not
he-
have the money to follow Matthews back to
By the way,
Paris.
how much
So,
did
yes.
Abner charge you for that pyramid?
Hmm.
£5.
That's a tremendous amount of money.
It is, especially when Keeper.
Yes.
Just a quick check. Is this? Have you forgotten what we were told about Abner Wick or not? Or are you remembering what he told us because he gave her the pyramid?
He says he gave her the pyramid, yes.
Yeah, he said he didn't charge her.
He said he didn't charge her.
That's okay. I was just checking that there's no.
Things you learn about Abner Wick.
Hmm.
Abner Wick is a lying bastard.
Oh, he's much worse than that.
He said he would have charged me more if it had not been me, but I don't know why he said that. He
He's
seemed
a
like
very
he knew me from somewhere, but I don't know how.
He's not someone I would trust at all. He's not quite what he appears.
No.
I wouldn't trust anyone who uses that much cologne. They're hiding something.
He trifles with... He is a corpse eater. You did not know that?
He employs them.
I was warned to be wary of them when I went to Paris.
What was that? Sorry.
I was warned to be wary of them when I went
Wary
to
of
Paris.
what?
Corpse eaters.
Corpse eaters. What are they?
They eat corpses?
I suppose that's self-explanatory.
Did I wrong? Corpse? Yes, that is the right word.
Oh, no, your words are fine. It's I think I asked a stupid question.
I don't know. I've never met one. I just read about them in a book.
So yeah, it's okay. I'll probably have to look up and read in a book to see if I can find out a bit more information on those. But
my mother has books on all sorts of things.
Do you recall the title of that book, the volume that you read? About that?
I don't know which book it was in particular. It was
Because I mean, we might have a copy of it here.
you never know.
maybe. But look, I'm sorry for lying to you when we first met. I panicked a little. I was warned to be careful of the society.
Well, as you can see, we're
The last time society member was in Paris, they were not friendly.
We're like the new members, really. We're quite new to the society ourselves.
Right.
Yeah. Do you know the name or what the society member that was not so nice? What is their name
Called
was?
himself Pendergast.
Yes, him.
Yeah, he's not.
No longer with us.
No.
Yeah. He's not the most pleasant of people, or whatever he was.
No, he tried to kill me.
I think he may have tried to kill most of us, to be fair.
Yes, he did.
Well,
Actually.
we can. We have that in common then.
Yeah. But
Right.
he was a very unpleasant person.
Don't
But
happen
he's
to have
dead,
any
right?
relatives that come from near the sea, do you?
No.
Yeah, that was one of the sorts of people that he was after.
Sorry, he was after.
He had sort of a preference for people who had ancestry of
Unusual ancestry tied in
Yes.
with people of the sea.
yeah.
Right.
It's
It's a long, very long story.
It is.
Yes.
Speaking
I
of
thought
long
I had a long
stories,
story here. But,
yeah. Speaking of long stories, tell us yours.
Yes.
Well, no, I've told you it. I came.
Yes.
I came from Vienna to Paris to here, trying to work out what Matthews was up to. It seems he was trying to build some sort of trap for you and his former friends. You broke the trap. He's run away, and now I have a proposal for you.
Mhm.
If you could lend me enough money to get back to Paris, I can go after Matthews, and then I promise we will send the money to you.
So what Keeper? What does a ticket for passage
Oh, it's
cost
going to be easy
these
enough.
days?
A
Depends on how
reasonable
you
amount.
want. It depends on how you want to travel.
Yeah,
What class?
You can either pay for the first class travel experience. We're still a few years off the Titanic, but not that long off it. So
Which year? Which year are we in?
08?
1908. I think we're a few years off the Titanic still.
Yeah, I think it's 11. I
Yeah.
think.
So
Yeah. So but I think that sort of style and that sort of thing. Although it wouldn't be a transatlantic, so it's a much shorter journey to wherever she's going.
Yeah.
But,
to be fair, at this point there was a lot going on between Europe and between Britain and the rest of Europe. So there's a lot of travel.
oh yeah, there's a lot of ferries and boats.
Ferries. It's like a popular route. It's a small route, like a short route, so it's easy enough to do.
So whether she's going,
We could use the money to build a plane and fly.
that would be stupid. Next thing you'll be suggesting we just, I don't know, put a tunnel underneath the sea to get there.
I mean, the Wright brothers did that thing like 4 years ago. Okay, it's the proven
yes,
it
but
works.
it won't take off. I mean, it will take off, but it won't catch on.
The problem is the landing as well. It's probably easy enough to take off, but I'd be worried about the landing.
Yeah.
Well,
if people were meant to fly, I don't know, we would have grown wings. This is
Exactly.
Yeah, just build your own. We're not supposed to swim that far distance either, and we built boats.
Well, if the airplane falls out of the air, it's fine. I mean, it's not the fall that hurts; it's the sudden stop at the end.
no,
You'd be interested in going to Paris.
I like boats. I don't want to fly.
Fair enough. I'm much the same. I prefer things that we can trust. But so you'd like to return to Paris
Yes.
to carry on trying to locate Matthews, or
To follow Matthews to find out what he's up to and if he has a problem, to stop him.
How much is for tickets to Paris?
I wouldn't worry about that. I can cover that. It's not going to be an issue. I mean, we'd be able to cover the cost. But we'd like to find out what Matthews is up to and what his intention was. I'd also like to find out what's happened to his other associates who were at the function that we were.
Has there been any stirrings from the library upstairs, or any traces of Miss Ward? So while we've been sitting here talking.
Well, you know that Miss Ward was out the house at the moment.
Yeah.
That's what James had said.
Right.
You do hear there is some movement from the library downstairs.
I'm gonna go.
There's someone shuffling around in there.
I'm gonna go check that out, and also I want to start writing plans for a plane using. I have a new toy.
Eldritch plane.
Yes. All things, all Eldritch.
The first jet engine plane.
Yeah, you hear rustling and movement down from the library downstairs, and so Avery is going to the library. Anyone else up to anything at this current moment?
Well, if I have a moment, talk with James. I'm just going to try to ask him all the things that have happened in the last week or so that we were missing.
He starts to run down. Well, in the last couple of weeks, well, as I said, 3 days ago, Miss Ward turned up. We'd been asking around. We sent people to the house that you'd gone to the dinner party, and nobody answered. The place looked empty.
It was.
Agnes suggested breaking in. I managed to persuade her not to yet, just in case. Maybe we should have broken in. I'm sorry for not breaking in.
Well, we weren't there.
Yes, and we went. So that was the like 2 days after you disappeared. We went to the house. Then we heard that people had come back, so we went back again, but you weren't there, and there was no sign of you. And we worried with. We thought maybe we should go to the police and say you disappeared, but then Agnes said that was a terrible idea because,
Yes.
like, there were just too many questions we couldn't answer about that. And then a woman on the first, so a woman came knocking on the door, brown hair, probably in her like 40s, 50s maybe. That her name was the actress. The,
Florence.
She was asked if you were back, if we'd seen you. I said we hadn't. She seemed upset. I asked if she wanted some tea, and she said no, and then she left.
That was Florence Farr.
Yeah, and then, yes, as I said, Lucy, Miss Ward, came back 3 days ago. And then she's been scurrying around looking for books and information ever since. Apparently the other fellow, the Crowley, apparently he came back as well when she did. So he's back. Yeah, I think that covers everything. Did I miss any?
I don't know. We're here to see.
Oh, no, that's a good point. You don't know. You did miss something. Also, I've been saying I'll try and dig out some newspapers from the last week for just general knowledge in case you want to catch up on
That would be wonderful.
what's been going on. I'll see what there is.
Well, thank you for that, James.
Yeah.
I hope you kept yourself busy while we were gone. No slacking.
Of course, I'm always busy, no matter whether the house is currently occupied or unoccupied, or
Good man.
we have to keep doing something. You never know when new house guests will turn up without warning either. So, we have to be on our toes all the time. All guest rooms must be ready. And you understand, sir, how it's quite difficult keeping a fully stocked kitchen and larder for being ready to host up to about 10 people with at the drop of a hat at any given moment. Right. Anyway, sorry, Sarah.
No, quite all right. Thank you for the update. Well, Mr. White, where do you think we should head off to next?
Well, we'll need to make sure Justine is okay, really. I'm not sure what your plans are, Justine.
Well, if you would lend me the money, then I will go to Paris and I will follow Matthews. If not, I suppose I have to find another way of getting the money.
Well, what?
I can provide the money, or we can provide the money.
Yeah, the money to go to Paris is one thing, but well, once you're done in Paris, then what? Are you going back home?
Then
To Vienna?
probably, yes. The job will be done, and I will.
Then you'll also need passage for that as well.
Well, they know I'm in Paris. If I wire them from Paris and ask for money to get back from Paris, then
So they would be able to help you with getting from Paris to Vienna.
yes. They didn't know I went to London. I didn't tell them I was coming here.
Understand.
My mother has always been very against the idea of me coming to London. I did ask before. She says this is a dangerous city where terrible things happen.
Not for a few years yet, I think.
And also that the country is not necessarily safe.
It's perfectly safe.
Yeah, the city's got a lot of unusual people in it at the moment. Some good, some bad. So best to be on the safe side.
Mm.
But I've got no issue with covering the cost of your ticket back to Paris whenever you wish to go.
Right.
Or
Well,
at
then
least I might just buy a ticket for you.
be very kind of you, sir.
It's no
I
trouble
must
at
say,
all.
the society is not as terrifying as I was led to believe, and no one has tried to.
We're not all monsters.
No, she's at a library at the moment, I believe. I'm joking. I'm unjusting. But, Pendergast was, I think, a particular monster. But
There
he's
are
no longer a
monsters in
member
this
of the
world.
society. And I don't believe he's in Britain at the moment.
Wait, I
No,
thought,
I think-
wait, he's still out there somewhere? I thought you said he was dead.
Well, he has. Yeah. We implied he was, but yeah.
Is he dead or is he alive? This is
He-
important.
he-
You said he might have been hunting me because of
No, we believe he's dead, but
sea things.
strange things happen these days.
yeah, he might be off in what used to be him might be off in another realm, but he's
Right.
here. He is he's quite dead.
Ah, right.
Yeah, I don't think you've got to worry about him. But yes, I think what I need to do is probably catch up on a lot of recent history. I'm sure there's a pile of newspapers at my house for me to get through.
Your butler's been ironing them and folding them and stacking them one on top of each other.
So
whilst
that'll
you were
take
gone.
a bit of time to catch up on. But we need to get this pyramid locked up in a safe, provide a warning label for it, and probably find out any information the society here has over that pyramid or similar things. Maybe it's got something in the books we could find out about. I don't know, because I'm not much of a book person myself.
Whilst I wait for the... Well, it will be too late today to go to the ferry. It will take a couple of days. If you need some help researching, I would happily have a look around your library, see if there's anything interesting in there.
This one's very protective of the library, to be fair. For some reason.
Yes. But I suppose if we were to make her like an honorary member of the society for the day,
Like a day pass.
yeah.
Well, possibly. Who wants to be doing the research?
Well, speaking of libraries, Avery had gone down to the library
Yes,
already. Avery, as you get down to the library, you see Collinwood.
Oh, hi.
Pulling books at random off the shelves. Oh, hi! You're back! Lucy told me you'd been stolen by an ancient ritual. Something about the
yeah.
Golden Dawn kidnapping you?
Yeah, some weird time stuff. We were in there like
What, like H.G.
I don't
Wells sort
know,
of stuff?
couple of hours where we were in there, and then there's like 2 weeks gone.
That is fascinating, right? You'll have to tell me everything. This is a good... I mean, come on.
I mean,
There's potential here.
go and ask the other two. I'm gonna go and go to the physics section and grab my. I have ideas. I'm moving out towards a little room where my.
Yeah. So yeah, Avery's.
Yeah, I know that he wants the full list for his next book, and I'm like, no, I got other stuff to do. I'm out.
Okay, so you're taking books. What is it you're trying to research here?
Mainly like bog standard physics engineering stuff.
You just want to know how to
for
build
the-
an aeroplane. Okay.
Exactly, for plane building, basically.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I don't have the other stuff to research. I wasn't up there while I was going down, obviously. So they'll come after.
Okay. So Avery's trying to work out how to build an aeroplane, and at this point, Martin and Nigel, you're upstairs, and you hear the door downstairs open.
Hmm.
You hear James's voice, and then you hear Miss Ward's voice, Lucy's voice. And then you hear footsteps come hurrying up the stairs.
Okay, James.
Mr. White!
Oh.
Mr.
Miss
Hargreaves.
Ward.
Wait,
Miss Ward.
where's Collins?
Oh,
Where's Avery?
He's just gone to the library, I think.
Yeah, he went downstairs.
Oh, right. You're back.
What happened
You know
with
what happened? Did James get you up to speed on?
To the extent that he knows, yeah. Although he wasn't there with us like you were. Apparently you came back before we did. What happened?
Yeah, I've been back 3 days now. It was quite strange. Last thing I remember, you went down to the basement with Crowley. Then Crowley comes running up the stairs, shouting that he's going to murder Matthews. Then everything just sort of ripped and popped. And then it was just me and Alistair Crowley in this empty house. And
Just with the sheets on the furniture and all
sheets
the,
on the furniture,
decor.
looked like everyone had moved out. The door was locked, so we climbed out a window. The car was still there. I dropped Mr. Crowley off at a bar. He seemed to be enjoying the whole thing far too much. Also, I am not having that man in the society. So, and then I came back here. Sorry about the car. They're quite hard to handle.
They are. I usually have someone drive it and so.
Yes. Well, yes. And yes, I came back here, and James hadn't seen you. He hadn't seen me. So I went to talk to Florence Farr, and she'd been back since the end of March. Her and the Matthews got back before all the rest of us. I'm not sure. She's convinced this was some out-of-body, out-of-mind experience that they all underwent. I mean, I know that she knows something happened, but she doesn't know quite as much as what's going on as we do, so I didn't want to tell her too much, but they came back. And yes, the Matthews, I went round, I asked them what has happened, and they threatened to have me arrested and institutionalized. I might have got a little upset at them over the kidnapping of you, and things may have got a little out of hand. I don't entirely remember all of what happened. The next thing I knew, I was standing on Hampstead Heath without any shoes. I think I may have overstretched myself a little in attempt to get the Matthews to disclose your location.
Is he still in one piece?
I don't
mentally
know.
and physically?
He was gone when I next came back to the house. His body was still in one piece last time I saw him.
Well,
look, I know I promised I wouldn't do any mind matters on people, but it was an emergency circumstance.
I think the promise is only to us.
Yeah,
don't
if
think
that's what I
Well, in which
remember.
case I rescind my apology.
Fair enough. But you went wrong. Matthews had done something. When we
Right,
went to
where
the
is the
base,
bastard?
well, we're going to find out because Justine here wants to track him down.
And this is the first time that Lucy sort of seems to notice Justine. Okay,
It's
I'm
quite
sticking with you,
complicated.
Justine, because I don't have the confidence for.
Well, is Justine still wearing like a maid's outfit?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, well that's why she wouldn't
Yeah.
notice her.
It's invisibility cloak.
Yeah.
But Matthews had done a ritual in the cellar with a crimson pyramid thing. He had done a ritual appealing to, we'll say the gate for now, but we know what it's called. And the ritual he asked was to bind someone and trap them, basically to keep them here. So his words are a bit vague, but I think he basically appealed to it to basically trap some people, which, strange enough, was us. We broke the ritual, we left the door, we found the place empty, and we've come here. Justine had issues with Matthews in Paris and had tracked him down here.
Sorry. Who is this girl?
Do you know of the Meadows family
Yes.
and the couple that vanished?
Couples have vanished.
A husband and wife, I believe, vanished.
When was that?
It probably would have happened whilst we were away.
That's probably why I don't know about it.
But it seems something tied in with the ritual affected them. There had been a second pyramid that had been in the house.
Justine, do you recall exactly what day it was you discovered them to be not there anymore? I mean, you were there every day, so you would.
It would have been. I think it was the 28th, maybe. It was. Yes, the 28th. The morning of.
But we'll need to find out what Matthews was trying to do, because he trapped himself there as well, which doesn't seem to make sense.
I mean, oh, never mind.
You could have walked back into. You could hear voices upstairs. It's
Okay, I'll
perfectly
just
reasonable to go upstairs.
walking in, hearing those conversations. I mean, just because he tried to do something doesn't mean it worked how he wanted it to.
A very good point. He probably didn't think he'd be trapped by it. It could have been he hoped to keep us there to get answers out of us and keep us trapped there until he got the information. It wasn't for him to know. He himself was stuck in a time loop, hence the reason he kept repeating himself in his speech. He didn't seem to be aware of that, but the rest of us noticed.
I'm sorry, I'm still a little hung up on the fact that this is the maid from the house around the corner.
Yes.
And she's just here, and you're
Well,
telling her about everything?
No, she knew about stuff beforehand.
She's aware of a lot of it. She
Yeah.
tracked
You don't
Matthews.
think that is even more concern?
Possibly.
We have no idea who she is and what
Well, we
her
have an idea.
motivations are, or who she works for.
Well, she looks perfectly normal.
So do we.
Yeah. We found her as we made our way back up out of the basement. She was, well, we surprised her rather considerably.
But side note, Justine, you mentioned your family, but you also mentioned the stuff with Matthews. Are you involved with anything similar to the London Esoteric Society yourself?
I am not a member of any formal society as such. No.
Oh, in the informal society.
My stepfather was a member of the London Esoteric Society.
Oh, what's your stepfather's name? I'm just curious. I don't know if I would have met him.
I think it was before your time.
Very likely.
But we know pretty much all the people. Like there've been
Well, more recent members we know.
And
How is he
Yes.
doing these days?
he is doing very well, yes.
That's good.
Yes, does the name Johann Wilhelm Freiherr Zutanen mean anything to you?
That's quite a mouthful.
Yes.
Not to me, but I'm sure it would mean something to James. Would probably know. To be fair, James knows everyone here.
Oh, he speaks very fondly of James.
Yeah, James is good, but
Wait,
that
this is the
explains.
same James? He's still here? He's still alive?
oh yes,
Yeah.
He's younger than I expected him. I always pictured him as like this old butler.
I think that's pretty much what everyone expects from a butler. But that explains your knowledge of the society and some of its history.
you were told though that the society wouldn't be friendly. Was this your stepfather that said that?
That was my mother.
Um,
But there was, well, they kept their distance from the society, and then there was the Pendergast issue, which kind of confirmed the don't get involved with the society thing. But
he was a bad egg.
I get the impression that my father may have left the society under not entirely perfect circumstances. Or at least that was the impression my stepfather, I mean. Yes. Sorry.
I mean, it's stressful things you get to experience. So leaving is maybe not the most surprising thing.
What we do with the society is often very hard on people.
Yeah, it's definitely a stressful job.
Right. Lucy is still looking at Justine like she does not trust this girl. Like, she's just eyeing her up and down. Like,
Yeah, that's okay.
I mean, it'll be fine. We'll just accompany her to France and check out what Crowley is doing, and maybe ask him what that was supposed to be.
Well, we could try and make contact with the other people who were at the dinner party to find out what happened. Whilst we try to find Matthews and decide what to do about him.
Yeah, I mean that the actress
and
Florence.
also if we can find a way to get the Meadows back.
Oh, definitely.
Yes, oh, definitely.
I have to look into that second pyramid and just find out what we can on that. And hopefully that can maybe if we can get the two together it'd help, but certainly something we need to find out about. I don't know a great deal about time.
So we're going to Paris now? I have read the annals of the society. The last time people went to Paris, things ended badly. If you want to go herring off to Paris on this, you can. I am not coming with you.
Oh, it's okay. We're not thinking of going to Paris. We're trying to find out what Matthews is up to.
Good.
Which is the benefits. If Justine here goes to Paris, we don't have to.
Right. Could I have a word with you in private, gentlemen? Agnes,
Don't see why not.
Miss. Kirsch. Miss Kirsch upstairs and sorting out a room for her whilst I have a little word with the gentleman. Agnes materializes out of whatever corridor she's been lurking in. Yeah. Of course, Miss Ward. This way, please, miss. And Lucy waits a moment. Yes. I'm sorry. Like, you do know who she is, right? The last word the society had on this Zutanen fellow was he'd run off goodness knows where, and who knows what he knows or what he's involved in. He's not written or there's been no word of him for years, literally like years and years, and now his daughter pops up in London following Matthews. You don't think this is suspicious?
Well, it's suspicious, but had anyone tried to contact this gentleman?
I mean, I personally didn't know him, but I'm sure my uncle would have tried to contact him.
But it could have been he had let's say a panic attack.
I have no idea what one of those is. It sounds ridiculous. Or like a fit of the vapors or something. He's
a moment of hysteria. But we can find out about him.
Yes, I don't trust her. I think we should keep an eye on her. There's something not right about her. You feel it?
She does seem to know a lot more than she's letting on, which is what we're trying to find out. Also, she did go to that shop.
Unconsidered Trifles.
Yeah,
with Abnerwick.
It's where she bought the pyramid from.
Yeah.
Anyone who goes there, I wouldn't trust. But at least we found out a bit of information off there about him. Abnerwick apparently is involved with corpse eaters.
That sounds concerning and revolting.
Exactly. I didn't know that before, but...
When's the cologne?
That's the clone.
Yes, it's going to give you quite a lot of bad breath. Hey, what do we have? Yes.
But yes, I don't think we should trust anyone personally, but we can see what information, if she's willing to go to Paris, track down Matthews and relay information about his movements back to us, that would be beneficial for us.
Yeah.
She could probably move around Paris much more discreetly than we would.
Yeah.
I mean, does anybody of us speak French? I don't think so, right?
No.
So,
You don't
maybe
speak French? What kind of education did you have?
I have like
Or not have?
3 words of German, and that's it.
What are those 3 words? I'm curious now.
I mean, let me check. Oh, that's actually not that bad.
I mean, you have a 14 in German, which is a little more than 3 words. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you could probably ask the way to the station, and I would say your German is probably good as the keeper's real-life German, which is to say, not good.
It's fine.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with German. I'm just checking my languages. Latin, but not German. But
No, I went to finishing school. I was taught French.
it's very popular. Very important European language.
But I'm not going to Paris.
I don't think we're planning to go to Paris anytime soon.
No.
I'd be interested to find out if Crowley really wanted to have words with Matthews. It'll be interesting to set him after Matthews instead, rather than us do it.
It could be entertaining. And it
It
would
would
get
be.
rid of both of them at the same time.
There is that. Although Crowley seems quite an amusing gentleman from our encounter, but he did seem more interested in drinking than anything else.
And it's unbearable.
Well, what do you think? Since that actress Florence came to the society looking for us, I think we should get in touch with her. She might be able to give us some more information about Crowley and the others.
That's true. That's worth a try.
Shall I give her a call? Arrange a meeting for tomorrow?
Yes.
Could do. Unless we know of her in any shows, I believe she directs a few as well.
Yes, I don't think she acts so much anymore. I think she mostly writes and directs. Right.
It'd be worth getting her side of what happened, anyhow.
So, you're buying a ticket to take this Justine girl to Paris. We're going to go talk to Crowley and Farr.
Well,
or just talk to Farr? Just Farr?
Yeah, I've got no idea where Crowley will be, so...
Right. So we talk to Farr. We send this Justine girl to Paris. Anything else we need to be working on at the moment?
To find out about what happened with the Meadows, the family, because they seem to have vanished out into thin air during the same time as time thing was going on.
Are you sure it's involved? Are you sure this Justine girl didn't just disappear them for her own nefarious reasons?
Yes, because the pyramid thing is something we found in our stuff up here in the library. There's been like a picture of the family and something that's been fallen through time and that we've had here for ages.
That was the thing, is the newspaper cutting, which was what brought us. The newspaper cutting we had was dated much further on. It was like, was it 3rd of April or something? I can't remember.
Oh, the 28th, the date when they vanished.
Yeah, and we, the society, as in Miss Carter, I think, had somehow ended up with that cutting quite some time ago, before the newspaper had been printed yet, which is why we were curious about the house.
The society at the time that happened.
Miss Carter.
Who else?
I'm not sure what names we were told.
Tappen, oder? Maybe. Because that would explain how she knows about it.
You don't think that's suspicious?
Everything's suspicious.
Everything.
Everything's connected.
Though I'm not sure if somebody that runs away because everything's too much would tell his kid about something that happened decades ago, I guess.
It's all rather strange, but we could do with trying to locate the second pyramid somehow.
Well, we'll work on this. Many questions. But I am glad you have returned. It would be a real challenge to explain to Cecil where you'd all disappeared to.
That's true.
And I don't think I would ever get him to believe that I hadn't got rid of you somehow.
Well, thank you for being concerned. We were worried about you as well.
Oh, thank you.
When we returned, it was just the 3 of us, and we were thinking, well, what's happened to everyone else? Then we found out we had lost 2 weeks.
Yes, 2 weeks, we're never getting back.
It was a matter of some relief when James told us that you'd been back after 3 days. Oh, no.
Those were a long 3 days. Well, anyway, you should get some rest. You look absolutely shattered.
Well, we've not slept in 2 weeks.
A very long day. We'll proceed on with this in the morning. Unless anyone has any plans for that evening that they need to get done.
Nope, no major plans. I'd probably just go home.
Yep, you return to your neat stack of ironed newspapers, and your butler is clearly a little concerned by your lengthy and unexplained disappearance, but he doesn't really show it.
Butlers don't show things like that.
Like, I don't know what Martin's outstanding instructions are for his house staff if he just disappears one night and doesn't turn up. Like, what kind of instruction would he have left for when or when not to contact the authorities if he just vanishes?
I'd say probably give it a month.
Okay.
That's the best way. Carry on completely as normal. Because with the society, this would have been since he's joined the society. Yeah. Carry on as completely as normal. Then after a month, inform his family.
Okay.
Simply because the society is rather strange. Things don't make sense there.
Okay. Well, so yes, Martin returns to his home, and I believe the other two of you are staying at the society.
Yes.
Along with Miss Ward and Miss Kirsch. And we will find out what happens the next day in just a moment. So, having returned to the current time and somewhat caught up with the events of the last 2 weeks, the members of the society have settled down for a good night's sleep in varying locations. And as you settle down for this good night's sleep, I'm going to ask each of you to make me a listen roll, please. Martin, you hear the rain pattering on the window of your bedroom. But otherwise your house is quiet and peaceful. Avery and Nigel are back at the society. You drop off to sleep and are both awoken by the creak of a floorboard. The sound of somebody quietly moving through the house.
Do we know which room Justine was supposed to be staying in? Does it sound like it might have been coming?
One of the upstairs bedrooms in that direction. There's a creak, a shuffle of a foot on the stair. It sounds like someone is moving down, essentially, down the staircase through the house, past the floor where you're currently in, heading further downstairs.
Okay, had Mr. White given her money for passage yet?
I don't believe so. Not yet.
Okay.
I have another unrelated question. Is who currently has the red pyramid?
I think it's in the
we're going to secure it.
We're going to have it locked up somewhere. We're going to lock up in a safe. I think that was the plan.
Yeah.
He'll
just
put
checking
on
none
his...
of you were sleeping with it under your pillows.
No.
Who would be so stupid?
Just checking. It could have been relevant.
Nigel will put on his outer jacket, and take his gun with him, and go investigate.
Okay. Are you trying to be quiet?
Yes.
Give me a stealth roll, please, Nigel.
Here.
Okay. So, with your gun and your jacket, you head downstairs following this sound.
So now I'm also hearing Nigel moving.
Yeah, you hear Nigel moving. You very clearly hear Nigel moving.
Yeah.
Like, he's not super loud, but it's more like you definitely hear the opening and closing of a door.
You know what? If nobody's
sleeps... If this is a hard success, you can tell that, like, it's someone trying to be quiet.
And failing.
Not quite succeeding.
Look, if everybody gets up again and does things, then I can at least keep working on my projects, and I'm gonna get up and go out and start walking downstairs. I'm not being.
Okay. You're not being stealthy. So yeah, no. Nigel, you hear a door opening and closing upstairs behind you, and someone else is clearly awake.
About what time is this?
Probably about 1 a.m. In fact, you look at the clock; it is 1 a.m.
Ah, okay.
Yes. So, Nigel, the footsteps you're following seem to have gone down to the ground floor
Mm-hmm.
and headed in the direction of the library.
Okay. Not towards the front door.
Not towards the front door.
Okay, then I'll maintain pace.
Yeah, Martin, you're lying awake. You can tell that Avery Collins has moved. Yeah, it's just like you think, as you're lying there, like, oh, the rain's falling on the window, you're trying to get to sleep, you're distinctly aware of the fact that Avery Collins is moving around somewhere. And
Perfect.
yeah, Nigel, if Nigel's moving quietly and Avery's not, Avery will soon sort of catch up to Nigel.
Okay.
There,
Yeah.
doing his like stealthing around.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
you can
just
hear
gonna.
there's someone in the. You can hear there's someone in the library. How would you like to enter, if at all?
Mm.
Well, one of us should make a dramatic entry.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk in, trying to get the engineering books again,
Okay.
and I'll probably see who's in there.
Okay, as you open the door, you hear this sudden scurry of movement of essentially as the door opens, someone like hiding quickly, and you can see like there's a lit candle in a like a I've completely forgotten the word candlestick holder.
All right.
Yeah, a lit candle in a candlestick holder on the table, and this flurry of movement of someone essentially hiding behind a bookcase.
Does it sound like the same sort of scuffle that I heard Justine trying to make her way into the cabinet?
Yes.
It's a kind of resigned voice, like, Justine, come on out.
You have the ears of a hawk, old man.
I am a detective. It's what I'm trained to do.
I'm sorry. I couldn't sleep.
Not fair enough. I mean, there's enough going on. What were
She
you
looks from
hoping to?
you to, I think Avery's there as well, just going for books.
He's on a mission.
Yeah, clearly.
What?
Yeah, sorry,
no.
I couldn't sleep.
Apparently,
do
neither
some
could we,
reading.
because we heard someone moving about the house.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was being quiet.
I mean, let's just have a reading evening. That's fun.
Yeah.
What were you looking for in the library?
I don't. Something interesting to read. The society has a lot of books and records and all sorts of interesting things. I thought there'd be something here that might help me get to sleep.
No, there will be some things here that will make you never sleep.
You just keep those things out on the shelf?
Yes. Well, this is our society where we go for information.
That's fair enough.
Did your stepfather never warn you about that?
He did not talk so much about the society, except for warning that they were all dangerous and they should not be trusted.
There are many things in this library that should not be read, particularly by someone who's
I wasn't looking for that sort of thing, I promise. I just wanted, sorry, I just wanted to know more about, I mean, he doesn't talk about it, he doesn't really say anything about what happened when he was in the society, and I wanted to understand what, I wanted to know more about the society. It's been,
well, then
all
in
my
that case,
life it's been there like this shadow, this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wanted to know more about it. I'm sorry, I should have gone behind your back.
You just ask us about this stuff. It's not hiding it. Well, we do hide it from the general public, but you already seem to be in on it. But here, why don't you read our pamphlet? Meet the London Esoteric Society.
You have a pamphlet?
Well,
This is clearly
Well,
something Colin would write.
yeah. Hmm.
now I'm gonna lean over, curious, looking at what the hell that pamphlet is.
Well, I mean, if it's something Colin would wrote, then it's perfectly harmless, but you know,
This is utterly insane. This is just
Yes.
advertising your services as if you
well,
if
it
you have
wasn't
trouble
really.
with a cursed amulet, if your grandmother has been turned into a snake, call the London Esoteric Society, and we will
Valuable information, no doubt.
remove all curses from your basement, rid your house of dangerous books,
I mean, not
and
much better here than in other dangerous book houses, but yeah.
look, she folds the pamphlet shut. I'm sorry for going behind your back. I wanted to read if the society had any records of old members, any sort of accounts of what they did when they were here and when they were around. So it would be nice to know, to understand. But
So the
if I'm not
diary.
allowed to, that is fine. I will not do that.
I mean, we had diaries from all the times, right? So, and they're not so detailed as to impart cultic knowledge, right?
Mm.
Mythos knowledge.
Some of them do have some details, but it's not written, I suppose, explicitly to.
I mean, those should be fine, right?
For the most part, they should be just mostly the daily experiences that the past members did. So, can we find one of
Right, if I read
Zutanon's?
some of those?
I mean, are they arranged anywhere in the library that we could find them? Say,
I think
here's.
they probably would be kept in the library because you have gone through sort of the past sort of records of previous members before. I think you went through them when you're looking about the Red Glass Pyramid not that long ago.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go get up and get that book and put it in front of her.
Okay.
But that should be the one you're looking for.
Yes, I think.
It's probably a lot of weird stuff, though.
Yes, some of these notes, they were very much written by someone who thought whoever was reading them would have the better context and understanding of what happened. Yes.
Yeah.
It's just a list of various places and numbers and.
Oh, it would have made sense to them at the time.
Like it just says here, Johann Boat 3. What does Johann Boat 3 mean?
Johann what?
I don't know. It says Johann Boat 3. Cuthbert Devon might be a snake. It makes no sense at all. Thank you.
I mean, some of the things might make more sense. So.
Yes. They were in Oxford and this last adventure, I think. They went to Oxford and that was too much for him. At the end, something about the Star Vampire. He mentioned that once. When a couple of years ago, something about a train, and
Oh, the Orient Express, right?
Yes, I tried to ask him more about him, but my mother got very upset and told me never, ever, ever to bring that up, ever, ever.
I think that was somewhere early there. And I'm gonna just poke at like the lower part of the book.
You know, I mean, you can't really blame her. She's probably trying to make sure he didn't have a relapse.
Yes.
So,
But I think that was where they met. My mother and Friedrich on the Orient Express. It almost sounds romantic, yeah?
If you found out a star vampire.
If you leave out the star vampire. Yeah. And you see her sort of flicking through, turning the pages. Do you mind if I read this a little while?
no, I haven't.
I don't remember there being anything that is particularly dangerous, so sure. I'll read my engineering stuff in the meantime.
The only thing dangerous, really, is knowing the name of the thing, this star vampire.
I don't really know what one of those is. I just...
Don't go looking for it.
Don't Google it. What?
So yeah, so Avery is doing his reading. Justina is flicking through the pages of these diaries. And what is Nigel doing? Are you watching over them, or are you?
He watches for a few minutes and then says, "I'm going back to bed. See you all in the morning."
Yeah, good night. Reading up on physics. I'll stay here with her until she's going to bed. Okay.
This is not meant to be a leading question, but are you focused on your own book or what she is reading?
I'm reading my book, but I keep an eye and an ear out if she changes the book or if she's moving about there.
Give me a spot hidden, please. Ooh. Okay. That was a critical spot hidden roll. So, you managed to... You're reading this physics book, but also out of the corner of your eye, like, watching the pages of Justina's book as she flicks through this diary. You see, she takes a moment sort of reading over a case that occurred back in September 1890. In fact, it's the same pages that I think a couple of you were looking at a few days ago about the incident with the Red Glass Pyramid, where Morgan was hired as a PI to look into a case of what appeared at first to be a cheating husband and essentially turned out to be this very low-level attempt at a cult that had a red glass pyramid they were using to mess around with something, summon strange lights. And you see as she turns the pages, someone's made a note of one of the ritual incantations they used, and the light of the candle she's using to read by catches this, and it says, "Lord in the darkness, show us the wisdom that lies beyond the stars." She sort of nods. So she's not very surprised by what she's reading here. And then she flicks back a few more pages and she's very, very intently reading the account of the events that happened at Albrook. And because many, many things have occurred at Albrook, I will specify which particular Albrook incident this was. This is the death of Maddie Carter and the events surrounding that in the caves beneath Albrook Sanatorium. She's reading that. And then she gives a little glance sideways to you. Do you look like you're watching her? Do you look like you're still awake?
I'm probably not hiding that I'm from the if she's like actually looking over. I'm gonna.
It's more like just a side glance. If you weren't
so,
being very, very attentive, you wouldn't have spotted it. Like, she clearly is trying to see if you're watching her.
I'm reading generally.
You see,
I'm not trying to be particularly sneaky though.
she is attempting, essentially, she attempts a piece of sleight of hand whilst you watch. She's still got this book open here. In fact, she'll flick a couple of pages forwards to the Red Glass Pyramid incident. You watch as she's still got this book open, sort of in the light. She's reaching out and round and sort of pulling out one of the other diaries, sort of trying to like flip that open underneath, out of sight underneath this book.
And
Now, it is
raise my head
almost
and look at
stealthy,
her.
but you're watching with the eyes of like a hawk with a telescope pinned on her with this critical success. And you see she is looking through earlier society records, really, really early stuff that happened back in sort of the 1880s.
That is pre-Karen though.
Pardon?
That's pre her dad.
Long before Zutanen joined the society, stuff from the society's like first early years of foundation. She's reading that out of sight underneath the diary that you gave her.
Do you think I'm blind?
What? Oh, sorry. I was just curious. Something I read in here. I know I was not supposed to go looking around the rest, but they often reference things that happened earlier. So they talked about this place, Albrook, so I wondered if it'd been mentioned before, and then,
How about you try being a little more honest, and then we'll see if I can look the other way or not.
And she looks at you. She gives you she is sort of clearly sort of assessing you. Like you can see the cogs turning. She's trying to decide, can she trust you? I want you to give me a charm or a persuade roll here.
Well, I guess charm has 5 points more.
No, it is all right. I should get some sleep now. Good night, Mr. Collins, and good luck with your flying machine.
Oh, yeah.
No, I should not have dismissed it as much earlier. It's I lied, you see, earlier. When I said I liked boats. I don't know why I said that. I really do not like boats. They are horrible.
I don't think this
I
is
get
going to be
awfully
enough.
seasick. So if you can sort that thing out, it might be very helpful.
I'm not sure if this gets better, but good night.
And she heads up to bed.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay around, and I'm gonna check where she was reading exactly.
Okay, you look to the book where she was reading, and it is mentioning an incident very early in the history of the London Esoteric Society, in which the infamous Miss Maddie Carter blew up a house in West London. She blew up the house belonging to a trading family known as the Belfonts.
Okay. I think I'm gonna write a letter.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna write a letter to her dad, because he clearly doesn't want her to poke around here. Just informing him what his daughter's up to. Stepdaughter's up to. And what she's been, which cases she's been looking up. I'll also inform him that Pendergast has been scattered to the seas. And I'll try to write it in German first.
Okay, give me a German roll, please. I really do want this.
How desperately do I want to spend? Nah, I'm not going to spend the I have like a try, and then I'm going to switch.
say your option here is you can essentially look at this. You look at this letter and realize, wow, this is not good German. You can either choose to now write the letter in English, or you can push this roll. And if you fail the push roll, if you succeed the push roll, you send the letter you mean to in German. If you fail the push roll, you send a letter that you're very sure is, the proper German.
I mean, this might just be fine. The grammar might be fucked.
Well, quick question. Was there likely to be a German dictionary or translation type thing in the library?
There is definitely a German dictionary in this library. Yes, you've got that to help you.
To help you.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab the dictionary.
Okay, you can have a bonus roll. If you want to push this, you can have a bonus roll.
And I'm pushing this with a bonus die. Come on!
You write a letter that is in perfectly good German and set it ready by the door for James to send first thing the next day.
Yeah. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
That's clearly 2 bonus die, right?
Yeah, critical. You are sure, you look around, it's like, yeah, right, I've got this. Yeah, I've got this.
I mean, it's you don't lose that, right?
Yeah. I mean, you're a smart man, you're good at languages, so you think you have written a perfectly decent letter to the German ambassador who is currently in Vienna to explain the activities of his stepdaughter. Yes.
This is perfectly fine.
I'm just checking up on what point we are in 1908. But yeah, and with that done, is there anything else you want to go?
I think I'm gonna stay up. I don't want to give her the chance to get in here again without being spotted.
Okay, I am going to ask for one more roll for this evening then from you. And that is going to be a Constitution roll.
Not the first time.
You can pull an all-nighter.
Not the first time I did this.
But yes, morning comes. For Avery in the library, for Nigel in the society in his room, and for Martin, who wakes up knowing that Avery Collins is still in the library. What would you like to do today?
Did James set up a meeting with Florence?
Yes, yeah. Did you want her to come to yours, or did you want to go?
Yeah, have her come to the society.
Yeah, Florence will be coming in the morning. Is there anything you'd like to do before she comes, or shall we head straight to a meeting? Any discussions you want to have between yourselves?
Is Mr. White coming down to the society?
Yeah, he'll have breakfast at his and come over. So I'll be quite early.
I will avail myself of Agnes's wonderful cooking and have some breakfast.
In which case, yes, you're there at breakfast with
Coffee.
Justine and Lucy and Avery.
You'll clearly see that Avery hasn't slept.
Justine looks a bit tired.
You stay up all night?
Yeah. I was reading up on on different air pressure zones and stuff.
Did you make a lot of progress on the airframe?
Probably not.
As it always is.
It's interesting.
So after I left and went back to bed, Justine, did you find anything interesting that makes you feel better about what's going on?
There is a place called Oxford I never want to visit.
Fair.
Yeah, fair.
My Friedrich was correct about star vampires. And another place I should never go is Brighton.
Yes, best to stay away from that.
It seems that whenever the society go to Brighton, terrible things happen.
We should just go to Brighton now.
You see Lucy
no
just like
reason to.
pinching her. Like, yes. Can we please not mention Brighton this early in the morning?
We should just go now when we have no reason to go there, and it'll be great.
That line of reasoning is suspect, but you're probably right.
No, probably not. Something will happen anyway. You know what the benefit is of doing an all-nighter?
What's up?
You don't dream.
There is that.
I'm just so tired. And grab another coffee. We had a plan for today.
Yeah. Miss Farr is coming. Should be here anytime, I think. James, what time did you set her up for?
I believe I invited her in the morning, and she said would 10 o'clock be acceptable.
Okay, so I guess we'll expect her around then. Is there anything we want to talk to her specifically about? And is Mr. White with us yet?
Chances are he's probably arrived mid.
Yeah, this is the point that Mr. White is arriving.
Yeah, so it makes perfect time. I think we need to find out her view of what happened at the dinner party. And probably to inform her of what Matthews had done.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on how aware she is of his interests. Probably don't want to tell her everything. If she's unaware of it, she might...
No, it'd be terrible to go around telling the society's business to outsiders, wouldn't it?
It would be terrible to do that.
But she may have just passed it off as something in the tea or something in the wine. So it'd be interesting to find her side of what happened.
Anyone heard from Crowley?
Not myself, but he's a strange one. He tends to travel up quite a bit, so I could always look into sending a letter and hope for it to catch him somewhere. But it's very unlikely. Look, by the sound of his journeys to China and everywhere else, it's going to be a bit difficult to track him down. But it'd be worth doing, but not really a priority.
Okay. So, sometime later, Florence Farr arrives at the society. He is a brown-haired woman, almost 50. She dressed, I guess, respectably, but with a slight, an actual sort of bohemian touch to her clothing. Like she's an actress, an artiste, and a writer. Also, we're in 1908. We've let go of some of the, starch and formality of the last century. But she's
not quite to the debauchery of the 20s. So
no, oh God, no, the 20s. Who knows what will be going on that far in the future? We'll find flying cars by then. aeroplane things. Yeah, so Miss Farr enters. Ah,
Good morning.
gentlemen, you've
Good
recovered.
morning, Miss. Yes, so thank you for coming by. We're hoping to talk to you about what you experienced at the dinner party.
Well, that is quite the question. What did we experience at the dinner party? I am honestly not entirely sure. A little embarrassing, but I seem to have lost several days of my life to whatever
Can you
experience occurred. Can't
Can-
fully explain it.
can you pin it down a little tighter? I mean, to how many days or
Well,
like?
when I came to, it was the end of March. Like 3 days had gone since we went to the Matthews, and all of you had completely disappeared. And Samuel was saying we seem to have taken part in some sort of out-of-body experience, some sort of trip to the astral plane, perhaps, or our consciousness being out of sync with the flow of time of our reality.
It sounds rather far-fetched.
It does. What did you?
I would say so, but I experienced it myself. It was
What did you
uncanny.
experience? What was it like?
It was. In one instance, we were there, and Crowley was there, waving his arms around and threatening to kill Samuel because of something to do with something in the basement. And then just the other world slipped away, and then next thing I know, Crowley's vanished, which was a blessed relief. And it's just me and the Matthews, and yeah, Samuel and Moira and I asked about the rest of you, and Samuel said you'd left already, that we had been through this experience, and that you had already gone.
It wasn't really possible for us to have left, but we did leave the dinner party.
I mean, it was several days later. I assumed you'd gone home. I mean, that's what I assumed until Miss Ward turned up out the blue, asking where you were and saying that you disappeared.
No, you said you found yourself at home. Did you just appear?
No, it's a Matthews home in there.
Oh, okay.
I hadn't moved. I think
okay.
Perhaps my body had been there, my mind had just slipped out of sync and time for that period. I don't honestly know.
Did you notice anything different about the house when you came to?
No, not especially.
All the furnishings and all the decorations were still in place?
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah, this is before the Matthews left.
You know that they left?
Yes, yeah, they said. So then, as I said, they said they were leaving.
In Paris?
No, not Paris.
Oh,
Where did you get Paris from?
I'm sure it's where they arrived from in the first place.
Oh yeah, no. They said they were. They said they were taking a trip, getting some air. I don't. They don't think they actually said where they were going. Maybe it was Paris.
Did they seem packed up and ready to go on a trip, or just out for the day?
They'd packed all their belongings and they'd had all the furniture covered in dust sheets. But that was the last time I saw them. It must have been back on like the 2nd or the 3rd of this month. That was before Miss Ward came around, so I didn't think anything really. I mean, it was quite the experience, but I mean, I've experienced things like that before.
And any after effects that you've had since?
No, surprisingly not. But look, it's not the first strange thing I've been through. I mean, I don't know if you've read any of the writings of the Golden Dawn and how it sort of works. This is
Is
the
there
sort of
not-
thing we do. This is normal.
Are there any books written up about the Golden Dawn and its activities?
Yes,
I've
we have
not-
some books. Yes.
I've not read any myself, and I can't seem to find any anywhere.
Oh, I can dig out some titles for you if you like.
Oh,
We've
definitely.
also got a few titles related to the Theosophical Society. People I'm sort of with now. We have some books as well if you're interested.
Oh, definitely. I'm interested in study, so anything
Yes,
like
I
that.
will.
There's no major rush. Just let us know. I think it'd be quite interesting to find out a bit more.
It would.
Yes, I can look up some titles for you. I'll send you a reading list over.
Well,
But,
that's a good idea. That's a perfect idea.
yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so I didn't think much of it until Miss Ward came round accusing Matthews of spiriting you off somewhere.
Yeah, we seem to have had an issue with memories.
Yeah. I mean, we were under the influence for another week or so.
Oh, what, were you down in the basement that whole time? Dear God.
Depends what substances was in the air. I don't know what, but
Well, are you're feeling well now? No ill
Mhm.
after effects?
No, none apparent anymore.
just a lot to catch up on. But glad to see you're well.
Oh no, I'm fine. Although
And
it was
whilst,
quite the experience. It did remind me why I don't spend time with Matthews or Crowley any longer.
it's probably worth not associating with them. To be fair, I don't think we will. But
can you believe Matthew
exactly.
still tried to repitch the Reforming the Society?
Strange.
The order, that is. But I told him no.
Yeah, that dinner party, if that's anything to go by, I don't think it's a good idea. At least not in his hands, at least. I don't know who else is involved with his society who's about these days.
Well, there's a few people around.
As I
Maybe some
recall, it's
poets.
quite a secretive society anyhow.
Well,
A secret society
it is a
everyone
secret
knew.
society that everyone knows about.
Yes, it is.
Like all good secret societies. There's no point being in a secret society if people don't know you're in a secret society. Where's the fun in that?
It's very true.
Why secret then?
That's part of the allure.
Yeah.
That's part of you wouldn't understand.
It's like they know that we exist, but they don't know why or what we do behind the curtain.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I myself
it's quite interesting to get inside of this one.
I myself am a member of several secret societies.
See,
They're quite
you do
interesting.
understand. Yeah.
Oh, you kept those secret from us.
Exactly. Some of them are so secret, even I don't know them.
Oh.
But
But if you do find out where the Matthews have gone to, please let me know. We'll keep in touch. No point writing to their Paris house if they're not in Paris, but maybe they are in Paris.
It's interesting. We'd thought they'd gone back to Paris, but if they haven't gone there, it'd be interesting to see what Crowley will have, what words he would have with them.
And Keeper, all this time, when as far as insisting that they went back to Paris or didn't, and I'm keeping an eye on Justine just to see her reaction.
She when Farr says that they didn't go back to Paris, Justine looks genuinely puzzled. Okay. Give me a psychology roll, see if you get anything deeper.
Okay.
No, she genuinely looks like, huh? She seems to have been sure they were going back to Paris.
Okay.
So any suggestion that they weren't seems to be concerning and puzzling to her.
Okay.
Anyway, was there anything else? Thank you. This is excellent tea, by the way. Let's get your supplier. Cake.
Oh, we were just really concerned because we hadn't, seen yourself for a few days.
Oh,
and we had heard that you'd come around to see about us.
No, I'm well.
Well, slightly off topic. Are there any plays you could recommend that are in the works at the moment? Being that you are involved with directing and writing a number of plays, I think any you could recommend that are coming up soon that we should visit? Or If nothing comes to your mind now, you could always just send word to us of any you'd recommend.
I mean, there's a fair few around at the moment, but
But
I was
just
trying to put the Sicilian Idyll back on again, but I don't think that's going to take off. You know, it's a bit of its time, if you know what I mean.
true. And times are changing quickly.
Yes. Yeah, I don't do so much with the plays anymore. Yeah, they're putting on a talk. If you're interested in these sort of things, there's a lovely, interesting talk from the Theosophical Society at the Leeds Art Club next week.
It might be interesting to attend.
Yes, I'm also giving a talk about theatre design, if you're interested, and the history of poetry.
You see, have to see if I'm available on those days, but
Yeah, well, it's up in Leeds.
oh, there is that.
Might be a little out your way.
But you never know, I may end up in Leeds. Who knows? It's a strange world.
Well, I'd better be heading off. I have a lot on. Unless there's anything else, gentlemen?
Oh, it's very nice to see you today. I'm
Very
glad
nice
you're
to see
doing
you.
well. Well, thank you for coming over.
Good day. And Miss Farr heads out.
Justine, I noticed you seem to be genuinely
They
perplexed.
left. They came from Paris. They packed up. I just assumed they'd gone back.
I'll make a note to check with one of my contacts at whatever passes for border control at this point in history.
Yeah, you could give a call to someone who's works down at the port. You've probably got contacts.
I was going to say, as a detective, you've probably got contacts
Yeah.
to do with making sure people aren't like jumping ship and getting out of the
Right.
country.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, would you like to put a phone call in?
Yes, I would.
Does your contact have a name? Your guy in like
Well,
Southampton or wherever?
Keeper always takes care of one. Has wonderful names. John Smith.
That's what I was thinking.
Yes, John Bartlett Smith.
Okay.
It's double-barreled. Works, yeah. Sort of manages. Works for the harbour master down at Southampton. Also has contacts at Portsmouth and Dover.
I was going to say Dover would be a really place I check for sure.
Yeah, so if you give him a call, he can probably ask around his contacts. Hargreaves!
Smith!
You've not called in a while. Yes.
No, well, life changes a bit. But I did have occasion to need to check on someone, see if they left the country.
What's the name?
This is the McGregors?
McGregor Matthews, yes.
Yes.
Daniel Little McGregor Matthews.
Keep getting confused with how many people are there
No,
with that name?
that's one person. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Him and his wife.
Yeah. Hold on. I'll give you a call back in
Okay.
about an hour.
Just ring back this number. If I don't answer, someone here will be able to take a note for me. All right. Thank you. Good to talk to you.
Yeah. Is there anything you want to do in that hour you're waiting? Any other leads you wish to follow? Or are you just waiting for the call back?
Well, I would grab Miss Ward and ask her to follow me to the car.
I'm sorry. Look, I'm sorry. It just kept veering left.
Whole thing, but that's not actually why I'm wanting you out.
Yes.
Look,
Look,
yesterday
a little
evening.
bit. Yes. What was it?
Yesterday evening, our guest was down in the library. I was I stayed awake after she was asking about her father's adventures. And since there's nothing too compromising in that specific volume, I was perfectly fine with letting her read that. What she then proceeded to abuse my generosity by trying to, read the ones further past from the ones about Miss Carter. And when I asked her why she'd do that, she wasn't being honest about it. And now the question is, I was wondering, since you're able to
Would you like to have a look inside her mind?
Exactly. Just a look, no changes, nothing. Just like how problematic she is. Because in general, I understand the desire to, know what tortures your parents. And I was perfectly fine with giving her that information. But if there's something in there we need to know, I'd rather not risk anything.
Okay.
And then I'm starting to work on the fucking car.
I will go take a look. Did I get her alone?
Ideally, she doesn't notice.
Yes, ideally she doesn't notice, but it would be good to have someone to keep an eye on me. Look, last time I tried this, I sort of lost my mind a little bit for a short while. Could you,
I don't
as a
think
gentleman, please just keep an eye to make sure I don't, go
important,
running
though.
out the house and get lost on Hampstead Heath again.
I don't think it's that important, though. In retrospect, I don't think
that
that's
wasn't
the
one.
risk.
That was just a little, just how I think it was just Matthew's mind. That it's that man's clearly insane. It's possibly just I'll go take a look. You were right. I should have looked as soon as she got here.
All right.
Yeah, so Martin and Nigel, you're back inside with Justine. And after a moment after she left, Miss Ward comes back in and goes, Miss Kirsch, might I have a word in private for a moment? Just through here. And steps out of the room.
Mr. Hargreaves, how long was it you said your contact would take to get back in touch?
Round about an hour, he thought.
Well, there's probably art supplies in the house somewhere, because I think Miss Carter actually took apart at some point as well. And there'll be art supplies anyway. I'm going to try and sketch something.
Okay.
I think I'll try to draw stuff relating to the dream.
Okay.
I haven't succeeded yet. Memories are a bit vague. I'll just try to draw the earlier memories of entering the dream, the staircase.
Ah, okay.
Just to see if I can try and piece together things.
All right.
Well, maybe it'll help you, actually, because your memories are a bit vague of the thing. So, yeah, I'll give that a go. I'll just try and draw basically the staircase from the dream realm initially.
Okay. Maybe that'll bring back a bit more of the memories.
Okay, give me a drawing roll.
Let's see. I'll just do this one. Just a straight success. So
it's not a bad drawing. Here's the stairs.
It's spiral stairs. Yeah.
It's nice. You find them actually. It's a good drawing. They're quite hard to draw because they
change.
do rather defy physics
normal
and reality in what they actually look like. In fact, as you're drawing them, it's making you think more and more about like, yeah, those. Oh god, like the stairs don't work like that.
Yeah.
I do want a sanity roll from you, please.
I'm drawing.
You're fine.
That's fine.
You're fine. As you're drawing, you're puzzling over this.
I'm seeing if it'll help Hargreaves with his memory as well.
You hear a scream from the room next door. Ivory, you're a bit too far away to hear this, but Nigel and Martin, you hear a scream from like the other room. The other
Can we tell who it
reception room.
is? I mean, would you?
Sounded like Miss Ward.
Okay. Without saying, yeah, we're out.
We're going.
Yeah.
Oops.
You're crashing across the hall to the other room. And as you enter, what you see is Miss Ward, like white as a sheet, sort of back up against the wall, on like she's like her chair's tipped over, she's backed up against the wall, like shrinking back from Justine, who is like on her feet, like holding like what looks to be like a cake knife in one hand, like staring, and she's staring at Miss Ward with like appalled horror.
Well, what's going on in here?
Yeah, we seem to have missed something here.
Like both of the women start talking at once, and you hear she tried to do something. I don't know what she tried to do, and she was inside my head. She was trying to do something. She was trying to make me think some things, and I did not want her in here. And then you hear from the other side of, I don't know what she is, but she's not right. It's not right. You can hear this, hear it. You can hear it.
Which one said
calling.
which?
The first was Justine, and the second
Okay.
was Lucy.
Okay. All right. So I come in, and I try to help up Lucy.
Get her out of here. Get rid of her.
Justine, what was going on in here?
That bitch! She tried to get into my head. She was inside my mind. She was trying to steal my thoughts. She was trying to take my mind. It wasn't trying to take her mind. I swear. Avery told me to do it.
And Justine's just gesticulating with the knife still.
Justine's gesticulating with the knife. Yeah.
Okay. I don't think the knife's necessary.
Should have. He puts down the knife.
But
She was in my mind, though. She is some sort of. She was trying to get in my head. She was in my head. I could see my own thoughts. She was just going through them.
Were you? Yeah,
I did not know she would notice, and I did not know she would feel it. I was trying to just know what she knew and what she was trying to find out.
to check the truth of the situation.
There's something in there.
Something, you say?
Yes. I tried to see her thoughts and understand, and there was just this dark blackness, this void, this, and there's something there, something
Something or someone?
something down in the depths. There is something there.
Justine?
A psychology roll to see if both of them are telling the truth.
Yes, give me a psychology roll, please.
Just to try and.
Yep.
Don't think I'll be any good, but you never know. That's a fail. No, I'm.
It's both of them being quite distraught by what just happened.
So Justine, does that any of that sounds familiar to you? I mean,
No. She was trying to go through my mind and my thoughts and my memories about my mother and what I was looking for and why I was here and what I know, and I tried to just get her out of there, to push her back.
And well, apparently it worked. Miss Warren, I thought you weren't doing that anymore.
Well, we did discuss earlier that we said I wasn't doing that to members of the society.
No, quite
But-
correct.
But also, this one, Avery asked me to. She was snooping around last night, reading things she wasn't supposed to be reading.
Oh, I left you reading Zutanern's diary.
She was reading other diaries, apparently. Avery said she was sneaking around trying to get into the society's secrets. And she
what-
was. She is here to spy on us. She has been sent
Justine?
by foreign agents.
Justine, that wasn't exactly what we agreed to.
I was just curious. I wanted to know what. I wanted to understand.
What was the truth of what you were trying to find? Is there something you're worried about, you want to know about?
I wanted to know who my father was.
Was or is?
Was.
You
Has
mean
he changed?
the person he was some time ago?
No,
As
no,
if-
not Friedrich. Not Friedrich Zutanen.
Oh,
My father.
Your father. Well, who is your biological father then?
I don't know. I wanted to know who my father was. Friedrich Zutanen is not my father. He is my mother's husband.
Right. Yeah, I got that you're his stepdaughter, but why would you look for your biological father's information here? Do you think he was also?
I think he was also connected to the society. My mother was here. My mother was in London. Then she went back to Germany, and I was born less than a year later.
There's definitely a definite timeline there. So
either someone she met here or someone she met on the way back, I don't know, but
you're saying
She
about
would-
your mother?
she would never tell me. She won't tell me. She says that it's best for me not to know, which I don't agree. And I thought whilst I was here, whilst I was in London, I could do some digging of who was in the society and who was around in the society when my mother was last involved. Apart from Zutanen, because I feel that if my father was Zutanen, she wouldn't have bothered
Well,
keeping it
but
the
you-
secret. That would be...
well, but you already knew that he was your stepfather, not your biological father.
Well, yes, but if I had simply been their child born before they got married, I don't know why she wouldn't have just told me that.
Some secrets are hard to tell.
Yes. Also, I don't look anything like him. So I was trying to see who else there was in the society and who else was around.
Yeah, and you have no clue as to any possible names.
Well, there was a name. Yes. Not a member of the society, though. There was a man that
There's it down halfway.
my mother met in Albrook, in Brighton,
Not good.
in a sanatorium,
Less good.
that she then fled the country with.
Now that would make more sense. Do you have a name for this person?
Charles Belfont.
So that sounds likely.
He was not a member of the society. He seems to be a person that the society was very interested in. They crossed paths on multiple occasions. It appears that the society blew up his house, killed his family, and then got him sent to a sanatorium. And then my mother fled the country with him, and then he disappeared.
Oh, he just didn't just die. He fled.
I don't know. Maybe he's dead. Maybe he's gone. I don't know. I have
Your mother-
questions for my mother.
But she's not forthcoming with detail. Okay.
At least you've got a name, and Mr. Hargreaves here is a detective. He could possibly look into it a bit for you.
Yeah, I could.
Would you?
And then would. But
She has lied. Lucy is back on her feet. She has lied to us, and you're still offering to help her?
Well, we'll get information ourselves at the same time.
Right.
It's probably worth knowing what's happened to this Charles Belfont if he's been involved with the society in the past. As the Belfont name, I've heard that before.
I mean, it checks out with the stuff that's written in the diaries.
It'd be a good idea to know what's happened to him to make sure we know. And it's always worth knowing your parents.
Wasn't the Belfonts the ones with the fish cult thing?
I thought they were some sort of trade family.
I mean, in the diaries.
Yes. I mean, you have read enough of the diaries. I think, especially when you were looking into the last Albrook incident, which I think is Albrook incident number 3. I need to start numbering these. Which was the Belfonts were involved with the cult of Dagon. And various associated matters. What exactly that means? You can make me a mythos roll if anyone is...
Yes. More mythos rolls, more better. No, it's a nice roll, but
something to do with the sea. Fish people, sea things.
Could I spend 9 points?
If you really want to. Are you feeling lucky?
Yes.
Yes. You've read Nameless Cults, I believe, haven't you?
Yes.
Which goes into quite a bit about the cult of Dagon, because that was one of the ones that John Wallace and Martin Cresswood, sort of the prior to the society, all that were interested in, and they were translating and working on. There's this whole cult practice of the cult of Dagon and getting riches from the sea in exchange for offering family members and arranging marriages between the land and the sea. And essentially that seemed to be what the Belfonts were doing based on the notes that you've read, is they were gaining wealth and favour as a shipping company by essentially having powers over the sea due to offering family members to deep ones. And offering deep ones to family members. There's also, so the cult of Dagon is obviously associated with Dagon. It also has some threads and connections to another name you've read only in a couple of places in the book. Only a couple of mentions in that book, and perhaps some in some of your other tomes you've read. A name that, even thinking of it, makes a cold chill run down the back of your neck. Cthulhu. Something that lies deep beneath.
And this is also when we were down. I'm in terrible trouble with the names. When we were down at Allsbrook before.
Yes. Pendergast has been hunting people with relations to this for his
trying to remember the name of the waitress.
Marsh.
Yeah.
No.
That was her last name.
Yeah. I can always remember that it's the Marshes because They've got some distant cousins over in America in a place called Innsmouth. Don't know if you know it.
No, Nigel doesn't.
Yeah, it won't kick off there till the 20s. Yes, I have temporarily forgotten the name of the Nora. Eleanor Marsh and her brother
Yeah.
Ernest.
Yes, that's it. Oh, because when we were talking about the dark thing, I was like, it just kind of reminds me of the Pendergast when we saw him in the dream world.
Why that?
Hmm?
Why did it remind you of him?
Just something we saw, or something I saw as we left.
I mean, he's hunting fish people, though.
He was, yeah, but we know part of him survived.
Wait, he did?
Well, we suspect.
He did?
I thought he was fish.
Well,
People.
At least I suspect considerably that he did not completely die. I mean, his physical body was dead, yes, but there was part of him, since he seemed to have spent a lot of time in the dream realm, that part of him still existed there.
Lucy just shakes her head. Just what we need. Pendergast alive in the dreams, plus the whole McGregor Matthews situation to resolve. Which is our priority. I mean, Pendergast is dangerous. It's this point that the phone rings, yes. Sorry about that.
No problem.
Ring round. Rang every harbour master's office around the south coast, and then all the way up to Harlock and that way. No sign of this fella, this Little Samuel Little McGregor Matthews and his wife having left. They definitely came into the country via Dover.
Okay. That
a
matches.
Month back, yeah.
Okay, that matches
came in via Dover, a whole bunch of luggage. They don't seem to have left.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for looking into that.
No worries. Next time you're down on the coast,
yeah. All right.
Come for a drink?
Yeah, gladly.
Yeah.
Yep, click.
Click, that's the word.
Well, folks...
Lucy's just pacing back and forth across the room, muttering about Pendergast and Matthews.
Well, no sign that... my contact says no sign that they left the country. He had entries on their coming into the country about a month or so ago, but they don't seem to have left. So they're probably still here in some form or another. Where?
Oh, just somewhere in the entire country. That should not be hard to narrow down.
So it looks like, Justine, you don't need to go to Paris to find them at the moment. As they've not left the country.
No. Well, we have to find them here then, and...
I'm a bet Brighton.
Why would they be in Brighton?
It's a popular resort town.
Because there's always something happening there, and just worst case.
They packed up the entire house. This is Lucy talking now. So, well, or at least all their belongings, and they must have a house somewhere they can go to. Like, they're surely not just in a hotel in Brighton with, like,
well, they must be here
furnishings.
Well, they must have moved the furnishings from the house somewhere, so you couldn't have just upped and carried them. They would have needed help with that.
I could
So-
also check my contacts in the haulage industry.
Exactly. Well, I was thinking, you probably know people who help with moving belongings and properties and things like that. You could probably inquire a few different places, find out where they were taken. It could have gone to a train station, for argument's sake, and we could track them down that way. But the Pendergast issue is probably the biggest one, which I've got an idea for, but that's going to be complicated.
Complicated. Let me guess, you want to hunt him down in the dream realm?
Potentially, but we need to make sure it's him. It might not be him. But the dream realm is a complicated issue to deal with. But we can always make inquiries about this Matthews and try to track him down, indirect means, and see what comes up first.
So, tracking Matthews in the real world and Pendergast in the dream world.
Well, to confirm it's him and look at options, because, as you say, he's a little bit dangerous.
You do not have to remind me that Pendergast is a little bit dangerous.
Yeah, he's a tad old, actually, as well.
Yeah.
Again, I am well aware.
But yes, anyway, that was
Until you came around, I had Pendergast well under control. It was only when you turned up.
Under control.
Yes.
Unfortunately, he broke those chains.
You know, his worst instincts reigned in and restrained. Mostly.
Mostly.
But anyway,
Operative word there.
I think that's probably the best option at the moment as we try to inquire what's happened with the Matthews and see where they've gone and what they were up to.
Yeah, I have to engage my people tracking people.
Exactly.
Also, finding Pendergast in the Dreamlands is gonna be rough.
Potentially.
Okay, so it sounds like you have two quests here. Do either of you want to take any actions in the immediate moment to either find Pendergast in the Land of Dreams or Samuel Little McGregor Matthews in the Land of Being Awake?
Well, we're awake at the moment, so let's go after Mr. Longname.
Yeah. At least find out where Mr. Longname. Yeah, that's all we know him as, yes.
I'm no help there. I just go out and repair the car.
It wasn't that broken. It's a bit dented. Yeah, how would you like to look for Mr. Longname?
Well, first I would contact any of the local haulage companies, because that's most likely who they would have contacted to get their furniture moved.
Okay. Yeah, so you get in touch with... I'm going to ask you to make me a... I think, unless you've got any kind of skills that directly relate to, like an interpersonal skill that you think would relate here, I'd make this a luck roll. But if you've got a better... If you can offer up a better suggestion, go for it. Otherwise it'd be luck.
Let's see. Spot hidden, that's one of my best ones.
No, that's pushing it.
Okay.
Would it be treated again as a profession role? Or not?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Oh yeah, I guess actually make this I think intelligence. Make this intelligence.
Intelligence is one that's tied to whatever profession your character is.
You have a profession that doesn't have a straight up skill, but yeah, I think possibly almost a relief, Nigel, to be back to doing what you're good at, which is
detecting,
investigating, tracking down people, talking to people, following leads. None of which turn out to be horrible monsters.
Yeah, those are the best ones.
But yes, you talk to a few people. You talk to some haulage companies, and you find out that Mr. McGregor Matthews and his wife Moira were last seen loading up all their belongings and heading northwards on a train with the rest of their items following by luggage car, heading to a house they have rented for the summer, apparently, to get away from
Okay.
London.
Where would this house be?
This house is in Scotland.
Going up see north.
Yes. By the sounds of it, they've heading up to a place called Muirhead.
Okay.
Somewhere around that area.
Well, looks like they've headed north to Scotland. Muirhead. I
Scotland?
think it's yeah. Well, I mean, if you're not going to be found, that's the place to go.
I mean, at least we don't need to go to Paris.
No, I mean, I'm sure that part of Scotland's much more civilized than Paris.
I mean, fair.
So, anyone want to come with me?
What are we planning to do with them?
Oh, just find out some more information about what happened to them.
What happened to them? Yeah, that makes sense.
Just knock on the door and ask him what the hell, man.
Well, yeah, essentially. I mean, we could, telephones are not quite as rare as they used to be. We could call them, I suppose, but that's hardly. I mean, you never pass up a chance to go on field trips.
Yeah. Also, in person, you can't run away as easily. As,
True, right? They could just hang up on us, but
that might be an idea. If you wish to travel that way, then I don't mind traveling with you.
yeah, wonderful.
Would it make sense to go on your own?
I could do.
Should we take the car, or should we take the train?
Train.
Yeah.
It makes sense. I mean,
The Scots aren't quite as fearsome as they used to be.
they haven't actually harmed us as such,
Right.
but they did do something that was a very bad idea. And I'm a bit annoyed about the 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a bit annoyed about the two, innocent people just falling through time.
There is that as well. We need to find out what. Well, I know what he did, but I don't think the results are the same. Probably need to find out where he got the ritual information from.
Mm-hmm.
But
There's quite a number of things we should find out from them.
Yeah.
And it gives us a chance to be on the train, and nothing happens on the trains.
there is a nice train, I think, that heads up that way.
The
The
Caledonian
Flying
Sleeper?
Scotsman will take you all the way to
Oh.
Edinburgh.
Ah,
Isn't that a boat?
Not been on a train for some time.
Are the two ladies coming with us, or
well, what
You
do you
ladies
think?
sort of exchange looks. And Justine speaks first. She goes, I came here to look for Matthews. I need to see this through. If you will allow me to, I will come with you.
See?
I think this is a terrible idea. But I also am a little annoyed about those 2 weeks. And also, I think it's a bad idea to let this one run off with you without someone to keep an eye on her.
So we're all going then.
perfect?
So we're all going. Yes. To follow a madman to Scotland.
Perfection.
Well,
Sounds like
James,
a terrible idea.
yes. But also, a chance to ride the train. What could go wrong?
Please stop saying that.
It might be good to get out of London all the same. Nice fresh air.
It'd be nice to go
Just
north.
Please
for a
tell
bit.
me when in the history of the society has going outside of London ever ended well?
Well, you do have something there. But normally it's when we go south, things go awry.
I think in the diaries there were multiple cases of people going outside of London to recuperate, and that worked out.
I mean, when people left, generally it's always been to the south or to the southwest, but rarely have people gone north, and certainly that would be.
The dragon was north.
we don't talk about the dragon.
We can't talk about the dragon.
We don't know about the dragon. It's just a statue to us.
Yeah. Well, I should probably go pack.
James, we will be out of the house for a while.
Yes, sir. At what point? Where is there a point at which I should send a search party if you don't come back, sir? Just because the procedures were a little unclear last time when you disappeared for 2 weeks.
We did
what
not
should I
have,
do if you don't come back after a certain length of time?
We certainly did not have a written procedure for that. Give us a couple of days to get up there. We will call you just to let you know that we have arrived. If we don't, then send help.
Sorry, sir.
Yes.
What help?
I was leaving that to your discretion.
Okay, right.
Just return to people, it's fine.
I'll have a think about that. Help?
Help, yes, the generic help.
Okay.
Like you, James.
Yes. Right. I'll send help.
Okay.
What's that?
No matter what, I'm sure you will be able to handle it. In the meantime.
Yeah, you're making plans?
I think more or less. I was wondering something about Pendergast, though, at the same time. I haven't got much information on dream lore, but I'm trying to think, is there a way to deal with a spirit of a dead, effectively the spirit of a dead person that's in the dream realm? Just wondering if there's a way to capture it in an object.
You really, really want to put someone's soul in an object?
Well, no,
yes.
Not anyone. Pendergast.
Pendergast, yes. Okay.
I think that would be perfect.
Give me a dream lore roll. See what
I
you
know
know at the moment.
it's a strange thing because people can get trapped in dreams, but that's a fail. I can't think of anything about that.
No, you do know that there was the strange market in Ulster.
It was. That was what.
Where people sell and buy all manner of things.
Well, that's why I was thinking of selling Pendergast to settle a debt.
Awesome idea.
Yes, we need to find out how that works.
That's what I'm trying to. I know about transferring minds, but not necessarily with the dream realm. That's something else. So no, I don't know. But I'm going to research it.
Since I was given all the knowledge, I suppose I could make a dream roll.
Yes, yes. In the world of dreams, this would certainly be possible. People can die in the waking world and leave behind a shadow of themselves in the dreamlands, or become trapped in the dreamlands during their death. And this is dreaming, not a dream lore roll.
Oh, sorry.
What would your dream lore be?
Oh, sorry. Wrong roll then.
Is that
that is going to be a very, very low, because I don't have that specific skill.
It's your power. Should I have done dreaming?
No. That's dreaming power. Dream lore. I think starts off as like. I can't remember if we started that as like.
Dreaming. Dream lore normally is half your Cthulhu mythos.
Yeah, half Cthulhu mythos.
Starts off as.
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be 10.
Yeah. It seems like something that sounds feasible in the dreams. Yeah, people can get stuck there, and that checks out. Yeah, this seems like a great plan. But okay, so as the society prepares to head up to Scotland with the dual mission of going and having stern words with McGregor Matthews, and also potentially finding some solutions to what he's done, but mostly I think this is a strong ticking off mission. And also planning to hunt down Pendergast in the Dreamlands, capture his soul in the market, in an object, and sell it at the market in the land filled with cats.
Are we the bad guys?
Perfectly
Which
logical.
is somehow a perfectly logical plan that actually makes sense in order to pay off Nigel's debt that he made that he doesn't remember.
Mm-hmm.
And hasn't come back to haunt him yet, but I have not forgotten. So yes, as these two perfectly equally sane plans have been made, that will be where we finish for today.